Hello and welcome to Takano Jutsu, your go-to anime discussion podcast. I'm Admiral Beifong, and that's Bei with an A-E. Here's my co-host, Lao Guy.
What's going on, everyone? It's Lao Guy, aka The Loud Guy. Today's discussion covers the eternal question posed by Dragon Ball bros everywhere. Can your favorite anime character beat Goku? We've set up a 1v1 situation, and we're going to be discussing the different characters in anime, and even some who aren't even in anime, and see if they can beat Goku, aka Kakarot, aka the Savior of Earth. Let's get this discussion started.
So, to kick it off, I wanted to first address some of the obvious ones, maybe the ones that were in the Dragon Ball verse, that are contenders to beat Goku. If anyone thinks otherwise, let me know. I don't know, Lao Guy, I don't even know if you agree with me. But Vegeta, Broly, these are two Saiyans that could easily smack Goku, given, the
You think Vegeta, as of Dragon Ball Super's finale and the movie Dragon Ball Super Broly, and after the latest chapter in the Dragon Ball Super manga, you really think Vegeta has the chops to beat Goku?
All I'm going to say is the last time we got, a pure Goku versus Vegeta fight, one-on-one where they were just at it, was Majin Vegeta versus Goku, and Vegeta beat Goku in that fight.
Yeah, also because Goku was holding back a Super Saiyan transformation.
But we're talking about in character here, right? So Vegeta definitely has the chops to beat Goku.
Fair, but so here's my situation. We're basically putting these guys up in a final destination, no other rules, no damage to the outside world, right? It's just these two people against each other, and if we kept it, if Dragon Ball Z ended with the Majin Vegeta arc, I would be 100% agreed with you. However, it did not end there, and however, Super still exists.
Who is stronger is probably Goku, but has the ability to beat Goku? Vegeta, 100%.
Vegeta. So the problem is, even as a storytelling trope, Vegeta's job is to make Goku look better, right? And it's been the rule since Namek, effectively. Even from a writing perspective, he can't do it. I love Vegeta more than anybody. I think he should have got the killing blow back in Resurrection.
Vegeta, I think Goku should die. I hate his character. I'm sorry, everyone. This is I hate his character to the core of my center. Vegeta should be the main character in Dragon Ball Super. Goku is trash. He sucks. And that's why Vegeta can beat his ass. Because Vegeta created a new transformation called Super Saiyan Ultra Blue, or whatever people want to call it right now. And
fair. Okay, so I think you and I both know that right now, as of with all the data we have right now, Vegeta's Ultra Blue form cannot be mastered Ultra Instinct. I think that's a given.
Yeah, that is given. But Goku doesn't control when he goes Ultra Instinct, as seen in the Broly movie.
That is true, but also, if you've read the manga, I don't want to spoil.
No spoilers. We're not talking about manga. No manga discussions here. No manga discussions here. So Vegeta has the ability to smack Goku.
So if Goku can't consciously go Ultra Instinct, and say Vegeta pushes him to the brink of his existence, the thing is, Ultra Instinct only comes out when Goku's absolutely completely desperate.
It didn't against Broly.
But I don't think Goku was that desperate against Broly. Once they fused into Gogeta Blue, Broly, he didn't have a chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Broly, I will tell you right now, Broly, because of some weird power scaling stuff in the movie, which I kind of respect, he was losing and then he adapted. He was losing, then he adapts, right?
Yeah.
So Broly will always beat Goku, in my opinion, but Vegeta alone cannot beat Goku, in my opinion.
Okay, I guess this one is a toss-up. It's contested.
All right.
Okay.
Fine. It's contested. You guys can agree or disagree in the comment section.
Yeah, Beifong thinks Vegeta got this one. Lao Guy thinks Vegeta don't got this one. But we both agree on Broly. Broly smacks.
Broly definitely smacks.
Okay.
Zeno smacks. Beerus smacks. I think it's very clear that if Beerus is maybe the strongest, if not one of the strongest destruction gods in his world, even if Goku is at a God of Destruction level, he's not able to beat Beerus, even with Mastered Ultra Instinct. I think that's something that he'll need to attain. And if Whis is even stronger than that, then, he definitely beats Goku for sure.
Yeah, Whis is definitely going to beat Goku. Now, another contested one we want to throw out there. Now we're going to jump outside the Dragon Ball verse a little bit. And What about Saitama? What do you think about Saitama?
God, I hate this discussion. This is worse than the Goku versus Superman discussion. My personal take: even if Goku has bigger feats to his name, and this isn't like we're not like Death Battle, right? Like you've watched that show, series Death Battle on YouTube. Yeah,
I love Death Battle.
We're not playing Death Battle rules here, right? I think if you got to play within the rules of the medium they're in. Saitama from One Punch Man is like a gag manga. He's a gag character in a show where everybody else is serious. He is the gag character. Like in any other shonen, someone doing 1,000 kilometers a day and doing 1,000 push-ups will not become stronger than God, right? Like. So,
hey man, I don't know. Guy Sensei did a pretty big number on Madara in Naruto Shippuden.
We'll get to Guy Sensei. I have my own take on Guy Sensei. Thank you very much. So I think Saitama, just being a gag character, like he'd slap Goku, right? Like it doesn't make because of the rules that he's in, like the rules of the game that he's playing. He's just gonna beat Goku. It's as simple as that. Genos is like probably the second strongest guy next to Saitama. Maybe I think
so Saitama wins.
Yeah, Saitama wins, but Genos can't beat Goku. The second strongest guy in this universe cannot beat Goku, right? Like
I agree.
That's my take.
I know. I 100% agree. Saitama. I mean, his essentially his plot armor is just stronger than Goku's plot armor.
It's not even plot armor. It's just gag armor. It's worse than that. He doesn't need to live for the plot. He needs to live so that there can be jokes.
Yeah, exactly. So Saitama smacks.
I'm liking this.
Yeah, this is
Saitama
good.
smacks.
Oh no.
What's your take? Let's go into Naruto actually, because everyone's like, oh, Naruto's. It's like I remember when I was in high school. Just hear me out real quick. So when I was in high school, I used to shit on people who liked Naruto because I was like, oh, Goku's stronger, so Naruto's objectively worse. And like now as like an adult, I'm just like, what was I talking about? Like, Naruto's just so much better. It's a better story, better like emotional beats. Like Dragon Ball Z is cool, and like I guess Goku can blow up the universe, but like Naruto is just it's good. You know what I mean? It's solid. But now let's power scale, right? Like who do you think is the strongest characters in Naruto? Who do you think could even like come to toes with Goku?
I mean, like a big obvious one out there is Kaguya or Kaguya, however you say it.
Kaguya.
But yeah, I mean, she's like, was the first chakra user, right? In Shippuden, at least. I'm not going to spoil anything that we learned afterwards in Boruto manga, but Kaguya is the limit.
With what we know from the Boruto show, there's more than just Kaguya out there, right? And clearly she's like, the thing is, let's look at Momoshiki and like Shinshiki or whatever his name, whatever their names are. Kinshiki, I apologize.
I mean, Momoshiki.
Kinshiki and Momoshiki.
Yeah, Kinshiki and Momoshiki were like just about as strong as Kaguya. I want to say Kaguya might have even been stronger than them when she was resurrected because she had the chakra fruit. But like, I think Kaguya would lose, but I think she would put up a really good fight because she has the ability to transport like entire dimensions, like in an instant.
Yes.
You know?
You know who else has the power to transport entire dimensions in an instant?
No. Goku has the power to transport himself. He doesn't have the power to transport everyone. If you remember Naruto,
yes, he does. He specifically does. He says, "Grab my shoulder, Vegeta. Grab my shoulder."
But that's the point. You have to touch him. Kaguya, she can be miles away from you and transport everyone in that vicinity somewhere else.
Yeah, but then by that logic, it's like, oh, Tsunade can do a reverse summoning for Naruto, so therefore she's stronger than Goku. Like, are you kidding me? That's cap. You know what I mean?
I know, but like, what else can Kaguya? Oh, Kaguya can absorb chakra. She can absorb chakra.
Does that mean she can absorb ki?
Yeah, who knows? Maybe Goku goes for a Kamehameha and Kaguya just eats it.
You know who else faced a foe that could absorb ki and still came out on top? Vegeta.
Oh yeah, did. You're right. That's why Vegeta's better than that's why Vegeta's better than Goku. So that just plays back into
Goku literally had like future AIDS in his heart, and that's the reason he died, or he was like choking against Android 20. Like literally a purple-haired man from the future told you to take your medicine, and what did he do? He forgot to take his medicine, and then that's the reason he choked against Android 20 in 19.
Goku can defy Almighty Push. Maybe he can. What about? I guess Killer Bee, Naruto, and Itachi proved that like you can actually destroy planetary devastation.
Yes. So let's talk about that, right? Right. The Chibaku Tensei. I think Madara does this, and he drops like 2 meteors on everybody, right? Like
Yep,
that's
yep.
pretty baller. Remember that scene?
Yeah.
And that seems like a great feat in the Naruto verse because we don't see anyone do anything of that strength. Like we don't see like boulders of that size being dropped. But like, in one of the first few episodes of Dragon Ball, like Goku's like doing push-ups on mountains and stuff like that. Like
you're right. Actually, if I think back to like early Dragon Ball Z, like
yeah.
I mean, I think Raditz had the power to destroy the entire planet.
Dude, so the special beam cannon, right, that Piccolo does at a power level of whatever.
It was like 400. Yeah, it was like 400,
right? Like Raditz was 1,000, right? They could literally manufacture Raditzes as Cybermen, but Piccolo's special beam cannon created like a canyon in a mountain range, right?
Yeah.
So when you think about it that way, like power scaling, you have to look at.
And he shot it, if you remember. And if you remember, Raditz at that point said, "Oh my God!" Piccolo said, "Oh my God, he dodged. Like he's faster than light. He dodged my special beam cannon."
I don't know if that was a translation error or not, because I'm pretty sure that was just something like the old Funimation dub added in for like good old
Funimation, yeah.
Yeah, because old Funimation doesn't have the same quality as new.
Okay,
Funimation,
so Kaguya loses.
No, I think if you have to look at a Naruto character who can beat Goku, you have to look at someone who can beat him without pure muscle, and I think the perfect person for that is Itachi. Something with like as simple as Izanagi and Izanami immediately like destroy Goku. Any Uchiha who can do Izanami would literally put Goku in an endless loop. And the great thing about Goku is that he's just so dumb that it would not be possible for him to break through it.
That's
like,
so
he
true.
would not realize what's going on. He'd just keep fighting for eternity and never realize.
I mean, yeah, I think Goku would just look into Itachi's eyes and be in a Tsukiyomi from the start.
That's it.
And then Itachi
or
just
literally he would wave and go,
Izanami.
"Hi, I'm Goku," and then just
literally, or I mean, even worse, like Goku might use his strongest ability towards Itachi, but he was in a genjutsu the whole time and actually killed himself.
Exactly.
Like
genjutsu of that level doesn't work on me.
Oh, Kurenai.
Dude. Never forget the time Kurenai Sensei tried to use genjutsu on Itachi Uchiha.
I mean, she essentially tried to use Itachi on genjutsu, I guess, but
exactly.
But
go ahead, sorry.
For the other thing we never talk about is like Itachi actually has Shizui's eye as well.
Yes.
So like he could put Goku in like an official genjutsu to like kill himself.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think honestly like the way to beat Goku is with just Izanami, right? Like you think about the loop that Kabuto was in, even after like he had like Orochimaru's like snake DNA.
Yeah.
He was just in a loop, and it took like lots and lots of time for Kabuto like to realize like the sins that he had done for him to even break out of it. Like Goku in this
and Kabuto is a smart character. He's literally a genius.
No, he's a genius in the world of Naruto, right? Like he's part of the reason why Orochimaru is even immortal in the first place.
Exactly.
Yeah, like Goku's just too dumb to figure it out. He'd be like, "Oh wow, this guy's really strong. I guess I gotta keep going then." And he just keep going. And obviously Goku doesn't have stamina issues, like
yeah.
So he would just
so Itachi would smack, I think.
So if Itachi beats Goku and Kaguya can't beat Goku, are we saying Itachi is stronger than Kaguya? I think that's canon, guys. I'm just kidding.
Yo, people are gonna be so angry. But yo, honestly, Itachi does get like a lot of love. Like people say like Itachi could beat modern day Naruto and modern day Sasuke all the time.
Okay, Itachi gets a little too much love, and I think I love Itachi the adequate amount, I think.
I agree with you. But he still smacks Itachi. I mean, Itachi still smacks Goku.
I think he smacks Goku as well. I was thinking about like maybe Mike Guy, considering he was able to go toe to toe with Madara with the last gate. But the thing is, if we're talking about that's physical strength, right? Like that's literally taijutsu is Guy's strength.
Yeah.
And he doesn't stand a chance on Goku. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he does lose actually. I thought about it more and more. I was like, maybe Mike Guy would have an opportunity to like lock him with his air kicks, but there's no way Goku's not breaking out of that. And all Goku needs is one ki blast to really get destroy even 8 gate Mike Guy. But
no, that's the thing. And like, 8th gate my guy should not be alive right now, and took Naruto literally using Jesus powers to bring him back to life. Effectively.
Yeah. So I kind of wanted to go beyond like just like power. I think we touched upon it with a little bit with Itachi, but characters that are smarter. So like like a Lelouch, who has
Yes.
so he's like, you know, like Shikamaru level smart, you know, and has like an ability that's similar to like Itachi Shizui. So like, you know, I
Similar?
think,
Are you saying no? Lelouch is a friggin' genius and a political like mastermind, dude.
yes, but you got to remember, in a fight, like if Lelouch doesn't act fast enough, like he's dead.
Yeah. But see, the thing is, the great thing about Goku is that he's a moron, right? So
Yeah.
literally, Goku will do anything for a fun fight. So if literally all Goku has to do is be like, "Hey guys, hey, I'm Goku," and then Lelouch goes, "Lelouch v Britannia commands you, die."
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Or honestly,
It's game.
Goku's just gonna be like, "Hey, can you power up to your fullest?" And Lelouch is gonna be like, "Okay." Takes off his mask.
Take out contact
Yeah.
lenses. Yeah.
Yeah, take out the contact
Right.
lenses, or yeah.
Part of Goku's biggest weakness is his own personality, right? Like that's what always, like, you know, him giving senzu beans out to his opponents when they're possibly weakened, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's, you know, something like that. You know, Lelouch is just too big brained and he would win.
So Lelouch smacks. Lelouch smacks for sure.
Lelouch smacks. I was gonna ask you, what do you think about Light Yagami from Death Note?
Okay, so the only way we can even have this discussion is if Light gets the book. Like if Light has the Death Note.
So, no, okay, let's say Light has the book.
If Light does not have the Death Note, there's no point of even like
No,
discussing.
I know, I agree. I think Light without the Death Note is also not really Light. You know, he is like
Oh,
Kira is as
got
much
it.
the Death Note as he is, right?
Okay,
Like,
fair.
So let's say Light with a Death Note against Goku, who wins?
So this is actually a really, really hard one for the only reason being that we don't know Goku's full name.
Yes. Okay. I was gonna say I was waiting for you to take the bait.
And
So,
we don't
perfect.
know. Oh yeah, you trying to trick me out here?
Well, so actually, imagine. So I'm actually imagining a fight right now, and Light would say, like, you know, Goku would always introduce himself like, "Hi, I'm Son Goku," right? But that's not his name. It's
Yeah.
Kakarot.
Yeah, so
It's
like,
Kakaroto, if
and,
you wanna go
and
by,
the
like,
only
Japanese.
person that really utilizes that name is Vegeta.
Vegeta, right? So in a situation where Vegeta's not in the audience, right? Light has no chance. Absolutely no chance.
Thing is, if I think, I think Light would play a long game. So if Light knows that he has to fight Goku, he would. It wouldn't just be like a battle. Light would try to stay away from that. Like he's smarter than that, you know. Light wouldn't be like, oh, let's do a battle. Light would be like, you know, let's do something like an obstacle course to challenge each other's strength, or you know, let's do, you know, like a quest to find the Dragon Balls. Whoever finds more Dragon Balls out of the 7, you know, gets an advantage, and then, you know, the end winner gets to make a wish or something and becomes like the most powerful, or, you know, or he'll promise he'll definitely play with his mind, right? He'll promise Goku like, oh, if we win this bout with the Dragon Balls or something, then you'll get to fight someone, you know, stronger than you've ever dreamed of. And maybe he'll wish for Shenron to like find out Goku's real name or something. You know, like it's
okay. So by changing, Light himself, his biggest strength is changing the rules by which of the game that we're playing with, right?
Yep.
Because do you remember? I forget which episode. I think it's like episode like 4 or 5 of Death Note, where it's the FBI inspector's fiance. Remember, Light kills him, and he's able to kill all the FBI agents, and then the fiance is trying to find Soichiro Yagami's, like, you know, info, because she thinks she has info on Kira.
Yeah.
Light runs into her, and it's a whole episode where Light is just breaking her down until she finally gives up her real name, and then that was it. It was game over.
Literally.
Yeah, you're right.
And thing is, it's not just Light. I mean, we're talking about Light over here, but you got to remember he has Ryuk, who like occasionally feeds him an answer or two, like here and there, and you also have Misa Amane. You know, who like gave up her? Didn't she like give up half her life or something to like?
Yeah, she gave up half her life for the Shinigami eyes.
Yeah.
So Misa Amane would win. I think that's like I think Misa Amane slaps, but smacks. But Ryuk is interesting because it's not in his personality to assist in any way. He just kind of makes sarcastic comments and eats apples. And like if Light has questions, he answers them honestly.
No. But he does, because at times, remember, Light was like, "You're not allowed to have this apple until you help me." And so Light,
he has to like.
Yeah, Light actually played Ryuk in that one scene, and Ryuk gave him a little bit of the answer, even though he didn't want to.
But see, you never see Ryuk specifically. Ryuk never goes out of his way to kill anyone except for Light himself at the end. Obviously, spoilers for Death Note, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, Death Note's been around for such a long time.
No,
so
I know. I'm messing. But I think Misa Amane and Ryuk definitely beat Light
and
beat
Light.
Goku,
I
but
would
Light does
include
not.
because no, I think
Okay.
Light because
Fine, fair.
Light has Misa, Amane, and Ryu at his
Yeah,
side.
that's
Like he definitely has Misa, Amane, right? That's how he beat L. Like
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He beats he beats L. Well, not because of Misa, but because of her Shinigami, the Rem.
sure, I mean, but I'm
Yeah.
assuming that she has her Shinigami as well. So
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess all the Death Note. I guess like those three specifically do
Yeah,
beat out.
like
Obviously,
that
L
trio.
doesn't have any powers, so he can't really beat Goku.
yeah, L loses in this.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Okay. Why don't we switch gears? Maybe we'll go back a little bit more into like the shonen side of things. How about from Yu-Gi-Oh? Maximilian Pegasus with the Millennium Eye. How do you feel?
No way. There is no way he could.
So here's the thing. Here's
Goku
the
will
thing.
destroy the planet before Pegasus even thinks about what card Goku's gonna draw.
Okay. But hear me out. Like if we're playing by Light Yagami rules, right?
Yeah.
Maximilian Pegasus is like probably Light Yagami like level, at least like business wise, right? And he knows his Millennium Eye can trap people's souls, right? Like he trapped Grandpa Yugi's Yugi's grandpa's soul like after the first round. Before they even had a fight, he trapped him when like through a VCR tape. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess he
The
does.
Millennium Eye is a game changer, dude.
No, but like, I don't think.
So Yugi's grandpa, back in like episode 2 or 3 of Yu-Gi-Oh itself, he literally his soul is trapped after they watch a VCR tape of Pegasus inviting them to Duelist Kingdom, right? There was no fight there.
That's true. It was just like an.
It's just, that's it. It just literally is like, ooh, Yugi boy, and then. Bzz.
Yeah. So damn, no way. But see, but that means Pegasus needs to plan for this.
Yeah, but if he's always wearing his eyeball, right? It's not like he takes it out.
Is there
just, like,
no
you know,
way for Goku to then like use like instant transmission to get out of that?
Okay, he could, but I think
Because that's like that's like a spiritual dimension, right? It's not like Izanami, or it's not like, you know.
Yo, backtrack. Wait, sorry. I want to backtrack so hard right now. I'm so sorry to cut you off. We will get back to this discussion. None of the Death Note characters would win. The rules of the Death Note say the human whose name is written in this note shall die. Guess who's not a human?
Oh shit.
And it's written in English too. So even in the Japanese version of Death Note, the rules are written in English. So it's not like
No, you're right. Oh my god, that's so true. So all the Death Note characters do not smack. They are destroyed. So no one in the Death Note verse can beat Goku. Yo, I'm so happy you backtracked actually. Like that but going back to Pegasus, I'm pretty sure Goku should be able to, you know, get out of that like soul spirit cage thing by.
So here's
He
my,
could
here's
just go to
my
King
thing.
Kai's planet, you know.
Yeah, he could, but it's not like Goku to run away. You know what I mean? It's like if he says like literally. Okay, imagine if it's like, you know, you're playing Final Destination like, you know, tournament style on Smash Bros. And Maximilian Pegasus and Goku shake hands to start the fight. Literally, as soon as Goku says, "Hey, I'm Goku," it's as soon as Goku's even said a single word, it's game. You know, like he doesn't know what Pegasus's powers are. For all he knows, Pegasus is like, you know, like a psychic or like, you know, like an actual like powerful being. You know, who's hiding his power level.
Yeah.
Or like you said earlier, like he could goad Pegasus into showing his full power, and that's it. Soul's trapped.
I still think he could get out of that by going to like Earth or King Kai's planet or something.
Would he be smart enough to dodge it though in time?
I don't know. It depends on, and I guess we're looking at different magic systems, but it depends on if he can sense something.
So, because it would be one thing if we're comparing like chakra to ki because they're like kind of similar in terms of like structure.
Yeah.
With like the Millennium items are very much like magical. They're like cursed items. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it makes me think he wouldn't be able to sense Pegasus's attack coming. He would just be waiting for the attack for the first hit, and he would just be trapped. That's kind of my theory right now.
You know what? I didn't think I would say this, but Maximilian Pegasus might actually smack.
Maximilian Pegasus beats Goku.
Wait, are you sure there's no way to get around it? Like,
Look, it's been a minute since I've seen Yu-Gi-Oh. So unless there's a rule to the Millennium Eye that I have missed, I remember specifically there's a VCR tape that is played, and Yugi's uncle or Yugi's grandfather gets trapped in the Shadow Realm effectively. With
Okay,
just
so
a VCR.
let's just Pegasus Max, because now I'm in full agreement. Pegasus Max.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm sorry. This is crazy.
This is actually crazy.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Okay, here we came out to the conclusion that Maximilian Pegasus is stronger than Kaguya, Might Guy, Light Yacht. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Okay, now I really kind of want to talk about a couple
Hard
popular, very very good shonen anime. My Hero. I think there's two characters specifically that would destroy Goku. The first one being Eri. For those that watch the anime, we will only talk about season 4 of the anime. Season 5 isn't out yet, and we don't want to talk about the manga.
Fair. I am not caught up with the manga. Are you caught up with the manga?
I do know.
Are you reading?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Okay.
I got into the black hole of Googling around what the characters are up to, and then being like, oh shoot, I spoiled too much for myself.
That is the worst decision you could possibly make, my dude.
Yeah, I know.
I've been holding that back for One Piece.
Yeah.
I've been so holding that desire for One Piece. I've been trying so hard to make sure the YouTube algorithm doesn't show me One Piece recommended videos.
And it's bad when you end up on the anime Wikipedia page, because that's when you've lost all hope of going back. It's you're in too deep. But Eri, for those who don't know, her quirk, and I might be wrong, but her quirk rewinds time.
Rewinds like a body state.
Yeah.
No, it's not time. The body state.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. So the body state. So essentially, Eri could rewind someone before they were born.
Yeah, I think that's fair game. But I mean,
she could even rewind Goku to being a kid and then have someone else stop him. But
the thing is, even Goku as a kid was bulletproof, right? First episode of Dragon Ball, he takes a freaking slug to the face,
So Eri would have to rewind him to nothingness, which she could do very easily. It's just that she, at this point, at least for everyone, doesn't control her powers and hasn't shown that she can.
Well, I mean, the fact that she can't control her powers is exactly why she'd be able to smack. I feel like she wouldn't be holding herself back. But also, I want to add one thing is this is all contingent on her touching Goku, right? And if we're the argument you made with Pegasus is, can he dodge the attack, right? And in Eri's case, he can most certainly dodge the attack.
Yeah.
As soon as she grabs him once.
Yeah. And
she might even get one grab on him, and he'd still be able to dodge. He'd still understand what's going on and then dodge it. He's good with battle tactics.
The only thing is Eri is not cynical. So Eri's not gonna try to con him into holding her, anything. Right. So I think Eri actually loses this one, sadly.
I think so too.
She has the ability to win, though.
She has the ability to win, but it's all contingent on her grabbing Goku. So if I'm imagining it right now, I imagine her being able to grab him just the first time when he has his guard down, and then she's able to rewind him a little bit. But Goku is, for all of his flaws, he's battle smart enough to realize that he should not touch her, right? And he would stick to long range attacks only after that
Especially
point.
if he sees her horn glowing and growing at the same time.
Right, he can put 2 and 2.
Her. Yeah.
Yeah, he can put 2 and 2 together. So
this one's close. I would say Eri is just as close as Vegeta, in my opinion.
You think so? No.
Okay. I won't do that. Okay, so Eri doesn't smack though, like I had hoped.
Who else from My Hero? I want to think of someone from My Hero who also has a chance though, without touching him necessarily.
Without touching, I would say.
So Shigaraki's power. Does he need to touch the person?
Yeah, Shigaraki does need to touch the person, but I think Shigaraki is cynical enough to be able to sneakily touch Goku and use his decay quirk to cause Goku's body to start crumbling.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think Shigaraki would be able to convince him to be hey, put her there, put his hand out and just shake hands properly.
Yeah.
And that would be enough, Yeah.
And I know,
and,
so I think Shigaraki would actually smack because Shigaraki could just be a normal person, trying to be oh no, I need some help crossing the street. Can you help me? And Goku's sure. And Goku picks up Shigaraki thinking, I just helping this person cross the street. And in Goku's, usual fashion, just flies across the street or something.
Yeah.
And in that moment, Shigaraki just uses the decay quirk over his arms, chest, and legs.
Very interesting. So the difference between Eri and Shigaraki that I'm noticing is that they have very similar power sets. We're effectively saying the same thing about their powers, but the biggest difference being that Shigaraki's personality would be able to beat Goku because he'd be more tricky and treacherous rather than Eri, who's just more pure-hearted and doesn't have any bad bone in her body, which is crazy,
100,
right?
yeah, 100%. I mean, the even cooler thing, if you think like in universe, is that if Goku existed in My Hero, he would probably be like the number one hero. So like to Shigaraki,
by far,
he would be like the ultimate person to take down. So Shigaraki would do whatever it takes to bring him down. So 100%, and because Goku's
that's 100%.
Yeah, right? Like, and because Goku's much dumber than, like, All Might or Endeavor, like, he would easily fall for something like this.
Yeah. I want to see, do you know of any other ones, any other, like, long-range powers that might be able to take down Goku? I'm trying to think of anyone from
in My
Class
Hero?
1A. Yeah.
In My Hero, I think another person that potentially has the ability to take down Goku, Aizawa, maybe?
No, Aizawa turns off quirks though, and that's very much established as like a
but
genetic
like,
thing.
but technically, right? Like, we don't know what Goku's quirk would qualify as. Like, is it just the ki power, or is it like including his strength too? Like, would Aizawa
the
be
thing
his
is, it's
kryptonite?
like we're not bringing Goku into the My Hero verse. We're not saying Goku was born into the My Hero verse. We're bringing them each from like a separate dimensions into a separate like realm, and then like. See, like I said, like the chakra and ki thing kind of makes sense because there's similar things. Like same thing in like Yu Yu Hakusho. There's like Reiki and Genki, right? Those are still similar enough to like regular ki from Dragon Ball that I would consider them in the same category. But the quirk is so different and it's so based on personality and all these other things and genetics mostly, right? Like these guys are all mutated.
So then, in my opinion, at least Shigaraki's the only character from My Hero that I can think of.
I think so. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Shigaraki's the most powerful character in My Hero Academia.
Well, no, that's no. He can take down Goku, though. He can take down Goku.
Shigaraki slaps Goku. I like it. I want to shift gears a little bit because we talked about Saitama in the beginning, but I think someone who can most certainly beat Goku is Reigen, my man, the greatest psychic in the whole universe from Mob Psycho 100. Reigen is the number one psychic in the entire planet, and he would beat Goku.
No way.
No. Change my mind.
Reigen is like as powerful as like Farmer A from like
Farmer with the shotgun.
Yeah, Farmer with the shotgun that tried to hit Raditz.
No, but see, we've introduced this element of intelligence, and Reigen would definitely be Goku if we just look at personality alone. Reigen is a con artist. He tricks all of his patients into thinking that their psychic issues are relieved with just like a massage, right? Like he could just massage Goku, and Goku would be like, "Wow, you've defeated me," or he'd think like, "Wow, your powers are so great. I should consider you an ally." Like he would
but like he would never actually beat Goku. Yeah, maybe like become an ally with Goku, sure, or like try to present himself as like non-threatening for sure. But I mean, if Reigen told Goku that I'm going to destroy the Earth, Reigen's dead. So I think if Reigen told Goku that he's going to destroy the Earth, Goku would completely destroy Reigen. Like it wouldn't even be like, no matter how sly he isn't cynical. Therefore, he wouldn't win. Like he's not like Lelouch.
But Reigen would never destroy the Earth. He would never say that either. He would say something more like, "Oh, hey buddy, like there's something going on here. Like why don't we work it out?" And then just like maybe give him some like good old fashioned like therapy. Like, do you miss your grandpa Gohan? Do you feel responsible for his death? And just like get Goku into like a crying ball and just completely defeat him emotionally. You know what I mean?
But like, I've never seen Goku cry.
Yeah, but the only person who could is the greatest therapist in the planet, Reigen Uraraka.
No way. There's like Reigen doesn't really understand Goku as a person. Like Reigen's really good with people that are, like. Actually, that's not true. Mob is really hard to understand.
Mob is very simple. He understands Reigen so well. Yeah, Reigen understands him so well. I genuinely think Reigen's superpower is his own level of like intelligence and empathy, right? Like he would have enough big brain energy to just like he would be able to diffuse a fight, but he probably wouldn't be able to beat him. But I think he would be able to diffuse the fight before it even started.
This one But we can't call that a smack. We can't call that a smack. This is not a smack.
I'll give it to you. No. I'll give it to you. I give it maybe
like
beats
okay,
Reagan.
no. I'll admit Reagan's weird like comedic powers and like, you know, his little salt jutsus and like, you know.
Naruto wishes he had talk no jutsu the level of Reagan does.
It's so true.
Plug to our podcast.
Plug to our podcast. It's so true though. Reagan. Okay, I'll leave him in like the in between category. He'd probably be able to defuse the fight. He'd definitely be able to defuse the fight, but he would never win. If it was like a 1-on-1, there's no way Reagan's winning. He's just a normal person.
Well then who in Mob Psycho 100 do you think would beat Goku?
Bro, I don't know. I think Mob would actually like destroy Goku.
Oh, dude, I've been thinking about this myself, and I believe it. I think Mob could tear apart Goku at a molecular level before Goku could even understand. But I guess spoilers for Mob Psycho season 2. I guess like.
Well, no, season 2's been out for a little bit, right? It's been out.
Yeah, that's what. So I guess I'll just give the heads up if people haven't caught up. But Mob is able to control his powers by the end. So I was gonna say maybe at first, if we were just looking at season 1 Mob, he would need to just go like completely out of control ? Mob. But you know, at Mob as he is currently at the end of this anime so far, yeah, I think he'd be able to beat Goku. I think he'd be able to disintegrate him actually.
Yeah, I mean, actually, yeah. There's no way Mob is losing. I mean, let me think. I mean, I think Goku would put up a really good fight. Like, I would actually love to see Goku versus Mob.
I'm just imagining it being animated right now, just being one of the most gorgeous fights I've ever seen in my life. Like, because all of Mob Psycho season 2 is just gorgeous, right? Like, imagine like, that kind of level of animation.
Yeah, I could see them like, you know, almost like go through the earth and like go to the moon and smack each other.
That's the thing, like Goku could like try to throw a punch on Mob, but Mob would just put up a telekinetic barrier so hard that Goku could just not punch through it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, or I mean, like, doesn't Mob also have like the ability to like mess with people's minds?
He does, but he never uses it because he's like a good person or something like that.
Oh yeah. Okay, so in character Mob would never. But I mean, Mob ? Like, without holding anything back, would completely destroy Goku in every way, which way you can.
Yeah, agreed. But it would also require Goku just like emotionally humiliating him to a degree that Goku's just not capable of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Goku, for all of his faults, is like still a very positive person.
Thing is, Goku. Okay, even if Goku tries to humiliate Mob, right? Which I think we've seen a couple times where Goku tries to intimidate his enemy a couple times. Not a lot. It's more Vegeta's thing to do, right? To intimidate his enemy. But Goku's done it a couple times.
But it also like to people who like really deserved it, right? Like he could definitely sense that Mob is a pretty good kid, and he would definitely not like emotionally like abuse the kid. You know, like.
But what I'm saying, even if he did, I think that would just take Mob over the edge. Like that would just increase his percentage. So like that would actually just doom Goku even quicker.
Yeah, agreed.
Goku would have to
Mob definitely smacks.
Yeah, Mob definitely smacks. I mean, the only way Mob doesn't is if Goku kills him before Mob like tries.
Yeah, which is out of character as well. He'd ask Mob to go. He'd say, "Mob, show me your 100% power."
Yeah, literally. And then Mob's like, "I need to get irritated to go to 100%." Then Goku would be like, "Okay, here's a kick here, here's a slap here." Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think we're both in agreement. Like, I know. I wish Reagan could have won this round, but I think Mob Psycho. Mob. Okay, yeah. His last name isn't Psycho.
Mob wins.
Hageyama, right?
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah.
Anyways, Mob wins this one.
I'd like to end with the only person that could smack Goku without lifting a finger.
No way. Like
impossible.
Actually, this must be like the actual like most powerful character I've ever thought. Like I can't think of a single person that powerful.
Like without lifting a finger, not even like does not like hurt Goku like in any physical way, or does not need to at least.
Jeez, dude, wait, who?
Chi-Chi.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yes! Oh my god, you're so right.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, Chi-Chi destroys Goku. No. Like, there's no way.
There's no discussion here. Chi-Chi smacks Goku physically and literally and emotionally and Everything. Oh my god, yes, you're 100% right.
Yeah, Chi-Chi controls Goku, and Goku's so scared of her, that's why he keeps leaving.
I think that's the perfect way to cap off this episode. Thank you for listening to Talk No Jutsu. If you want to follow us on Instagram, follow us on talknojutsu.pod, and stay tuned for the next episode of Talk No Jutsu.